In this week's Training Minute, we will look at emotional intelligence. The objective is to become familiar with this concept, which has its positive effects on professional relationships and health. Emotional intelligence is intelligence centered around emotions. Daniel Goleman, psychologist and science journalist for the New York Times, wrote a book that popularized the concept of emotional intelligence. His model develops four main concepts. The first concept, self-awareness, is the ability to understand one's emotions, recognize their influence, and use them to guide our decisions. The second concept, self-management, is the ability to control our emotions and impulses. The third concept, social awareness, encompasses the ability to detect and understand the emotions of others. Finally, the fourth concept, relationship management, corresponds to the ability to inspire and influence others while promoting their development and to manage conflicts. Sometimes at work, we are overwhelmed by many emotions that diminish the quality of our work and affect the quality of our professional and personal lives. These emotions have a great influence on our life. This is why we must be aware of what we are experiencing on a regular basis in order to better prepare ourselves to manage these situations. As a result, we come to know our psychological triggers. Every day we are confronted with situations that make us experience positive and negative emotions. The accumulation of these emotions can make us feel like we are losing control. This is why when we reach a point where we are too emotional, we need to close our eyes, breathe slowly and deeply, relax, and let go. It is important to show empathy to our colleagues when they're not feeling well. A very effective technique that can help your colleague is active listening. This technique proposes the mirror method. That is, the person sends a message that they have a problem. We need to reflect the essential part of that message, and then the person confirms or clarifies that perception. When communicating, whether to inspire others, manage conflict, or confront, emotions can get in the way of discussions. This is why, before communicating, it is advisable to be aware of what we feel, what we think, what we do, and what we want. Then be further away from our emotions if we are too emotional, or be closer to our emotions if we are not emotional enough. Then we have to decide when to express ourselves. Is it in the moment? Later on? To someone you are talking to? Or to a confidant? Finally, you have to act. In conclusion, emotional intelligence is identifying one's own emotion and recognizing the others in order to make a choice that respects both. We have now reached the end of this week's Training Minute. See you next week. For more information on our training courses, visit our website at Actualisation.com or reach us at 1-877-688-0101. Actualisation, training and consulting since 1970.